Ceci ni pas un pipe. This is not a pipe. The treachery of images shows an image of a pipe and yet the artist tells us otherwise. But if this isn't a pipe, then what is it and why is it here? To find the answers to these questions, I believe we must delve into the mind of the man who redefined reality, Rene Magritte.
Rene Magritte, born in 1898 in Belgium, faced many hardships from a young age. At the age of 13, he experienced a tragedy that would shape his worldview on life: the loss of his mother, whose body was found in a river, her face obscured by her dress. Before fully embracing Surrealism, Magritte was inspired by the Dada movement, known for its rejection of traditional art. Only around 1923, when he encountered the work of Italian artist Giorgio de Chirico's use of eerie, dreamlike and enigmatic themes, did Magritte make a significant shift towards Surrealist aesthetics. In 1927, he moved to Paris, the heart of the Surrealist movement, where he became acquainted with key figures like André Breton and Salvador Dali. While other Surrealists often delve into dreamlike abstractions or psychological chaos, Magritte's artwork stood out for its precision and realism. In 1930, however, after a falling out with André Breton over ideological differences, Magritte left Paris and returned to Belgium. However, he continued to be associated with Surrealism and remained an influential figure within the movement, developing his own distinct voice outside of the formal confines of the group. While his work is celebrated today, Magritte initially struggled to gain recognition in the competitive art scene, especially compared to other Surrealists like Salvador Dali and Max Ernst. His subtle intellectual style was often misunderstood or at least undervalued by viewers. Magritte's life is one full of struggles and tragedy. From the death of his mother to his father's economic hardships, both World War I and World War II, where Magritte briefly aligned himself with communism, as well as challenges in his personal relationships.
Despite this trauma, however, he was able to become a world-renowned surrealist painter known for his thought-provoking images and use of everyday objects in unexpected contexts. His works often challenges viewers' perception of reality as well as their understanding of the world. His art isn't really about what we see, but rather how we think.
Let it be a train, a floating apple, or a well-suited man. In Magritte's world, these ordinary things become gateways to deeper questions. His art reveals that reality is only as fixed as we believed it to be.
But Magritte's art was more than just playful images, it was philosophy. He once said that everything that is visible hides something that is invisible. He challenges us to think beyond our understanding, beyond the scene, and beyond reality.
For Magritte, the veiled faces in the lovers weren't just about the mystery. He spoke to us about the very idea of love and understanding. In the treachery of images, he invites us to question not just the pipe and the art, but the very labels and concepts we use to define the world.
Magritte's surrealism was never about escape, rather it was about confrontation. By making the familiar seem strange, he reminded us how easily we take reality for granted. His artworks remains a challenge for us not to see differently, rather to think differently. I believe he quotes it best when he said that art evokes a mystery without which the world would not exist.
We may never know whether there was truly a pipe or not, or does it even matter. But I believe through understanding Magritte's views and philosophy, we did find out the why of it all. So the next time we see a pipe or an apple or just about anything, ask ourselves not just what it is, but why is it there? Because in Rene Magritte's world, nothing is ever quite what it seems. Thank you.